I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers. All right, boys. Well, today we're here to talk about the Minish cap.
And also Macaulay Culkin and also Donald Trump.
Well, that would be if I clicked record during any of that. Unfortunately, I didn't.
Okay. Thank God. We dodged a bullet. Woo! And people will never know what the hell we're
files.
talking about.
I have them.
If you want,
Release the Teddy cut.
Yeah, there'll be 2 cuts of this episode, by the way. So make sure you check it out.
It'll be like the Snyder cut. Like our fan base will be like, release the Teddy cut, and we'll be like, never.
There's a very important scene before the show started. They were talking about Donald Trump.
I must know what Donald Trump and Macaulay Culkin have to do with each other. You'll never know. Home Alone 5.
Other than being in Home Alone 2. Yeah, stay tuned.
Home Alone 5.
Teddy cut.
The raid on Washington.
What's the thumbnail going to be? All 3 Home Alone faces.
Definitely not. Welcome to Zelda the Minish Cap, the map out. This is the conclusion of Mini Month. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. It is a classic Game Boy Advance game, but it's made by Capcom. So that's a fun little tidbit. Can't wait to talk about it. We have...
like Crapcom.
I agree. Alex from TurboZone.
I'm just joking. I love Capcom. Why you gotta agree? I was hoping you were gonna be like, no! And I was gonna be like, yeah, you're right.
No. Capcom is pretty good. They're pretty reliable. And we have Teddy from Majority, and I think we're good to announce the other channel now, right?
Sure, I upload all my VODs on Teddy Kong Country. It's not. I don't do much with it. I did an audio book one time for Nightfall by Isaac Asimov. You're welcome.
Well, there you go. So check it out there. And then make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you like Zelda content. We don't do a ton of it because Alex hates Zelda, but
what?
But we try to fit it in where we can.
What? What?
We try to fit it in where we can.
What? I will have you know that I beat this game yesterday. Shut up, Spencer. I beat this game yesterday on my Zelda-themed Wii U gamepad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm going to applaud that.
Yeah. Okay, and funny story, I sat on my front porch and did it, and it was very spotty. And the Wii U's like on the other side of the wall. I was like, man, this thing doesn't go very far, does it?
Yeah.
I will also say I was not going to beat Vati until I saw Alex did it. I was like, shit. I have to beat the game.
I was wondering because I thought you had finished, and then when I sent the thing last night, and then you said yours a couple hours after, I was like, I thought Teddy beat it already.
No, I got to Vati and it was pissing me off. Yeah, so
right.
We'll talk about that.
He's a little tricky. We also have our Discord. It's linked below, and we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I think I got it. And Podbucket.
Thank you.
There you
go. See, it's not up yet, but when it is up, this will be relevant.
Yeah.
Podbucket is where the Teddy cut is going.
Oh, okay.
Uncut.
Check it out.
Uncircumcised.
Uncut.
Can we call it
Trumpkin?
Instead of cuts, I'm gonna start using circumcisions as like a reference for movies. Like, did you see the uncircumcised version? What? Okay.
Consider this clip circumcised.
But yeah, let's get started. So today we're talking about Zelda the Minish Cap, Game Boy Advance. It came out like the very, very end of the Game Boy Advance life cycle, and it's I guess depending on how you look at it, like the 3rd or 4th Capcom Zelda game. Because didn't in Japan they have like a 3rd Oracle game?
No, but they did have 4 Swords, right? That was Capcom.
Oh, was that Capcom too?
Yeah, the
Okay.
GBA one at least. I don't know about Adventure on GameCube. I don't know who did that one, but I believe the GBA one was. And there's some pieces in this game that I was like, oh, that's from Four Swords. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. You guys ready to get started?
Link it up, dude.
Dude, let's shrink down to size. We gotta.
Shrink me down, dude.
All right. Link
Yeah.
wakes up in his house and he's got no hat.
Holy shit.
WTF?
Not my hashtag. Not my link.
I really do love that this entire story is just about how Link got his hat. They made like an entire game where the point of the story is that Link got a hat.
Yeah. That's I mean that's an idea, I guess.
Yeah.
Next time, the next game will be how Link got his shoes.
His famous boots.
Yeah.
Zelda needs to be taken to the castle for a sword ceremony. So you walk with her
I
up.
don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Things are about to
Sword
go
ceremony.
awry. You go through town, and then you walk up to Hyrule, and everything goes astray when Vadi, who had won the contest, wins the sword and opens up a big treasure chest, and a bunch of monsters jump out of it. But otherwise, there's nothing in the
Can
treasure chest. What's up?
Can I ask that you say Vati with an Italian accent?
Vati.
Vati.
Body yada 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 yada.
Zelda has been turned to stone by Vati's magic, and it's now we need to find the legendary Pickery who will save us. Unfortunately, the Pickery only respond to children, so none of the soldiers are able to do it. It turns out it's up to Link.
We can't do it.
We can't. No,
Yeah.
we're too old.
Oh shit.
That'd been awesome if they programmed that into the game when they ask you like your age when you're starting the game, and then like if you're an adult, the game just ends here.
Yeah, game over.
Can't progress.
Tried,
Yeah.
but you're too old.
Yeah, the GPA.
Go
just
play
says,
some
"You're-
Dark Souls."
You're too old.
I think in the Hyrule Historia there is a branching path from this game where if you're too old it just ends, and so none of the stuff comes after it.
Yeah, the cartridge explodes in your GPA.
Speaking of,
Metallica starts playing. Nothing else matters.
isn't this the second game on the Hyrule Historia?
The time? Oh, you're gonna make me bring up the damn time.
No, it's Zelda 1 and Zelda
Uh,
2, and then it splits.
Is it? No. I thought no. I thought
Skyward
Sword.
Skyward Sword's
Yeah,
number one.
Skyward Sword's the beginning.
Oh, I guess so.
Bring up the fucking timeline. Where is it? No. Where's the actual time? I hate the internet.
Alex is too slow.
What have you done,
Doesn't-
Spencer?
Alex doesn't
You've
know how to
opened a
Google.
wormhole.
I found
Wait,
it.
there it is. I found it too.
Yeah, Minish Cap comes right after Skyward Sword, and then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Four Swords, and then it's Ocarina of Time, which then splits.
What a stupid fucking. I hate. Yeah, no. Zelda 1 and 2 are on the stupid branch, by the way, at the very bottom. They're like the end of the stupid branch.
Yeah, they're in the Ocarina of Time if the hero is defeated.
That's the stupid branch.
Very far in. Yeah, none of the other
I'm the
games,
Zelda guy.
None of the other games get an if the hero is defeated option.
Yeah, I know. They should all get it, right?
You'd think.
Well, the Minish Cap has a fourth branch.
Yeah. What is
It's
it?
old branch. You just die of old age.
Well, when you die because you're too old, so you can't save the Kingdom of Hyrule.
Right.
I guess I'm looking at this fucking timeline. It just pisses me off. Every time I look at it, I hate it.
All right, so the first area we get to really explore is the Minish Woods, and eventually with that the Minish Village, and then the dungeon. We'll start with the woods. pretty traditional way to start a game. Although you nice green lushness, and you meet Eslo, who will jump on your head like a hat, but he's not officially a hat, but he definitely acts
He's
like
a
one.
bird? What the fuck is he supposed to be? He's a hat. He's a hat. Damn it! You tell me that's not a hat. He's a hat with a beak.
Yeah, he seems like a bird, but he's
But
definitely
he doesn't have,
not.
he doesn't have wings. He's like a sock. He's like a sock puppet.
Eslo the head sock.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
And then here we also learn how to turn Mini, which is the entire gimmick
That's
of the game.
month.
It's Mini month.
Whoa!
What?
What was your guys' experience turning Mini?
It's cool, and I could talk about how practical it is throughout the game and the uses for it. But I only halfway through the game did I know you could skip that damn cutscene when you just turn Mini.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. So like for the first half of the game, every time I wanted to turn Mini, I just watched him hop on that fucking log stump, and then watch him shrink down and bounce on the 3 goddamn leaves, and then land and run out of the stump. And I was like, okay. And then one time I accidentally pushed the trigger again because I was impatient, and it just skipped it. And I was like, I could do that the entire time. I was so mad.
I think it starts activating maybe like halfway through or something. Like that's I don't know, because I felt like I was pressing stuff to try and skip it and it wasn't happening. But yeah, it was a weird button. The gimmick is cool, although oddly enough, I do feel like it's underutilized. I know you use it to go into dungeons, but I know you could explore the castle town a little more, but honestly, I felt like maybe like Link Between Worlds, like I was using the wall gimmick more meaningfully.
Yeah, it's cool. There's definitely moments where it's meant to be used. There's moments where you can't explore. I feel like the last third of the game though kind of forgets about it a little bit, and then they were like, oh shit, we gotta like throw a mini part in here somewhere, because like there was a good stretch where I was like, I forgot I could do it, and then I got to a part where I had to do it, and I was like, oh yeah, you can turn small in this game. So cool idea. Maybe would like to see it used a little more.
I like that when you get small and you go into certain places, the graphics change, where it uses it's almost like a different resolution, and it's like highly detailed, and you can, like I'm looking at this picture, you guys don't see it unless you're looking at the guide I sent, but it's got like a picture of him walking on a leaf, and the leaf's got like all the details of it. I love that. I always admired it.
That was a well-used moment, like in the beginning, where he's like a little dot on the screen, and then you see the little leaf, and you go through that little pond. It makes you reimagine environments. I just wish like more overworld exploration felt like that.
Teddy,
You're popping a lot.
are you like banging your foot on something?
It could be my fan. This is on a thing.
It's
Yeah.
like picking something up.
It might be the fan. It is kind of rhythmic. Say something again.
I'll just turn my fan off.
Teddy's gonna be sweating by
Better?
the end of this podcast.
Dude, my shirt's gonna be off.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Uh
Hello, sweaty underpants.
oh.
Shirt's coming to pop that shirt off, Teddy. And what dungeon does Teddy pop his shirt off? Stay tuned.
It's gonna be the water temple. What water?
Teddy kind of mentioned it a minute ago. I did like whenever you would turn Mini, or like any of the characters turn Mini, and they didn't change aspects or like perspectives. I did like how they used like very small sprites, but you could still tell which character it was just by the color palette. Very nice trick. Cool.
Then we get to explore the mini village. There's I like that they have like barrels in there. Although it is kind of weird to me that they've actually just concocted like a normal kingdom. But I guess it makes sense because they would do that. But I always preferred the parts where it was like the Minish trying to make their world out of the human world. I always preferred that visual, but
Above the Minish.
yeah.
I do like the fact that you can get the Jabbernut. That's a good name.
Those jabbers.
Are we
The
talking about the
Jabbernut.
dungeon or the quarry?
The
It's
village.
just the village. Yeah, just the village area where you have to like talk to the old guy. He's like,
Dude, I wish there was reason to like come back here. Like I really felt like this was yeah, you do see a couple Picori like chilling in like people's houses after that, but you never really come back to Picori Village.
Mm-mm. Yeah, there's really no reason.
Yeah. I guess except for like there's like I didn't do any of it because again I finished last night, but the Kinstone stuff and there's like side content, right? You had to come back here for any of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
sure
some of them
Kinstones,
will
but-
pop up. Yeah, when you create something.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And then we get to our first dungeon because you have to get
Yay.
4 MacGuffins. So our first one is in the dungeon, which is like a little. Oh,
Sorry, I was gonna say, what is this Final Fantasy?
it's called the Deepwood Shrine, and it's essentially it's like an actual shrine, but there is a barrel in the very middle of it, and then spider webs all over. What are your guys' thoughts on the Deepwood Shrine?
Oogie.
It's an introductory.
Speaking of circumcisions, man, one of the weirdest mechanics popped up here is the mushroom. We have to grab and stretch the mushrooms to like launch yourself.
Yeah.
And there's moments in this game where you do that, and you either can like over launch yourself or like under launch yourself, and sometimes it's a little bit unfair because of like how zoomed in the screen is. Like there were some moments later on where I had to use that damn mushroom and I launched myself over the platform I had to be on, and I was like, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one. A lot of things like I just completely forgot about. I started this less than a month ago, but the only thing that I just remembered about the first shrine is that final boss. That's the only part I think was like,
Remember the barrel?
I don't even know if I call it epic, but like particularly memorable. I had to see a picture of the barrel to even remember it.
Oh, I love the barrel. It uses like their like advanced GBA graphics to do the rotations.
Like mode 7. Remember
Yeah.
like Castlevania 4 or something where they did that stuff in that game. Kind of like that.
Yeah, so when you're walking on the barrel, it turns, and then there's little holes in the barrel, and those are your doors to different parts of the map. And then the weapon here is what do they call it? The gust jar? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Gust Jar. Yeah.
Yeah. So it has multiple uses. It can pull things in, and it can shoot air out.
Oh yeah, it does. It has multiple uses.
What'd you use it for, Alex?
You don't want to know.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of puff, a little bit of blow.
It's a jar that sucks. That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I just say I love this tool. I think they use it a lot of really creative ways, including pushing yourself on a leaf through the water.
Hate that.
You hated it?
Okay, hate's exaggeration, but dude, like I talk about slowdown. This is not the worst fender in this stage, but I think I just dislike this item overall.
Oh.
I didn't think it was bad. It does get more. There are some Zelda items in some Zelda games that like get use in one dungeon and then you're done, like the fucking spinning top and Twilight Princess. But like this one, I felt like gets decent amount of use throughout the game, and they have some pretty creative ideas for it. Like there's areas where, speaking of the mushrooms, where you have to like suck the mushrooms
Yeah.
from the other side and then launch yourself, or like like stuff like that. So like or like the spider webs, or like clearing up dust and stuff in some areas. Like there's some neat uses for it. It's definitely not going in my top 10 Zelda items list.
Yeah, I mean, it is important that an item is not just used like in that one part. I think my metric more is like, is it fun to use? And I don't really feel like I'm having a lot of fun using the Gus jar.
Are you saying that it sucks?
We're saying that its sucking ability rather sucks
Sucks.
and blows.
Yeah,
The lily pad
I don't know.
sections were fine to me. I mean, yeah, they were kind of slow, and like, I actually replayed this dungeon twice because I started playing this on my Steam Deck, and then I thought it'd be funnier if I beat it on my Wii U. So I started, and it was. So I played it again, and having to like redo the lily pad sections after I already did it once was kind of like, oh, but I mean, the first time it was fine.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a mini boss here. It's the little centipede. You have to hit its nose, and then you can hit its tail.
Hit its ass.
Hit him in the ass.
That's not a tail, dude. He has a fucking butt cheek popping.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's a goddamn butt, dude. You hit him in the snoot, and then you get back there and you wail on his ass.
He's got a hot, juicy ass in the back.
That's true. Well, I didn't say hot. You said that, but
Okay.
it is juicy. It is juicy, though. I'll agree there.
You agree with me on that one?
Not the hot part, but the juicy part. Just juicy.
And then finally we get to the boss, which is one of the things I love so much about this game. Is a lot of the bosses are like normal enemies in the game, but because you're mini, they become like mega bosses, which is just creative. It's like the big slime guy.
Yeah, it's what are these called? Choo-choos, right?
Choo-choos.
Choo-choo rocket. Yeah, it's cool. I feel like the concept was ruined for me by fucking Yoshi's Island, because they do that in like every area in that game. Like Kamek turns the enemy huge, and that's like your boss. So like, I feel like it would have been cooler if I hadn't played Yoshi's Island before. It's like, damn it, ruined. It was cool though. It's a cool boss. You get to suck his toes or whatever the hell he has. I don't know his toes.
Ooh,
and then
X-rated link.
And then he falls over and you knock him in the head.
Give him a good little toe sucking.
Yeah, sucking his toes, Link.
Yeah, this uses those. We've talked about them before on Game Boy Advance games, but the weird graphic, like it's a little bit better than Super Nintendo, but like it's like just slightly noticeable of how it's the improvements in it. But yeah, it's
Well,
I like the way
I think GBA's like I think GBA is like 32-bit technically.
is it?
So I think
32?
so. I think it is, because it can handle a little more 3D stuff than
That's true.
SNES can.
Yeah, and as far as even like from Capcom to Capcom, like from Oracle to this, like even just the fact that everything's not like a square room, you know, like a manga, like you move from panel to panel, like it's more Link to the Past-ish, where it's like it expands the territory that you can kind of traverse, and the camera moves with Link. It's nice, like it's a nice little touch here. And I do like that you go in the shrine and you come out and then go back in through that like shrine area to go to the choo-choo. It kind of like puts the world back in perspective.
Yeah, I got a lot of Link to the Past stuff in this game, like a lot of vibes, you know. So.
All right. Once
Silly
you get
boss though.
ready to move on to the cave.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Our next area is the Mount Crummel. It's on the other side of the map, and this place has is it the fire badge, whatever it's called.
The badge. Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon.
They're like they're elements, right?
Yeah.
So you're collecting elements to like power up your fucking sword.
Yeah, and also the dwarves here will build you a badass sword out
Hell
of
yeah.
the piece that you have. So it's kind of a twofer coming over here. But you'll get there
Yeah.
going the opposite side.
special.
Yeah. Through the Trilby Highlands. and then make your way up to Mount Krenel.
Yeah, you got to pass a couple Keatons on the way.
Is that relevant to you, Teddy? At all?
You
No,
know.
no, I don't know. I just thought they were cool.
Oh, okay, cool. Why weird that this isn't just Death Mountain, isn't it? They usually do a Death Mountain type thing.
It's
It's
basically
like they have a
it.
different. Yeah, but like it's like different enough, I guess. But like I'm like, well, I should just make
They want
it
to
Death
breathe new life into it. It's Life Mountain.
Mountain. I mean, there's some water and some green.
You need it?
Green water. Which one? The water or the green water?
Both.
I mean, green water is just Mountain Dew, right?
Hey. Then you're playing Xbox.
Yeah, got me.
So to get up the mountain, you have to use the water, as Alex has said, to make the plants grow. And sometimes you have to use blue water, and sometimes you have to use the green water in different ways.
Sometimes you have to use white water.
No, I
Down
don't think
the
that's
raft. Yeah.
true. I missed the whitewater section, Teddy.
It was a bonus.
Yeah, little bonus content.
There's a lot of little holes in the walls here. Some of them are not even marked, so that's kind of fun. And then there's a cool fairy moment in here. And
Hey, who you calling the fairy?
I just like the idea of the cool fairy moment. Maps and Mittens, are you ready for a cool fairy moment?
Cool fairy moment number 1. Here we go.
Hey, why you calling me a fairy boy, fairy?
Hey, welcome to the fairy fountain. It's your
Hey,
boy.
can I take your order? You want a fairy? I hope you got a battle.
And then we also get the tornadoes that will help you carry across ledges. So some interesting mechanics going on here.
Yeah, that
this
was
is
very.
the Ledges of Zelda.
Oh. Can we start the podcast over? I didn't like that one. See what you did, Teddy.
Screeching halt.
You gotta start the
You
whole
love it.
show over.
Made the shot. Come on.
Yeah. The use it because like you get out the tornadoes and Eslo. I hear him call him Inslow. There's no N in there. Eslo like inflates and you scoot across the air. It reminds me a lot of Wind Waker. He has like the leaf in Wind Waker and just
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I was like, I see what you're doing.
I always like the facial animations that Link has in this game. They're so I think Wind Waker, just like you were kind of talking about, Wind Waker kicked off the idea that Link's face could just be like super expressive. And I like that they carried it over to this game. He makes a lot of funny faces in this game.
Yeah, Toon Link is definitely the most animated Link of all.
See, you've both done one now. You and Teddy. That strikes 1 and 1 for each of you.
We gotta start over.
All right, take 3.
Finally, we meet the dwarves up in the mountain, and we get to do
The dude.
Jimmy Morrison.
the Cave of Flames.
You're gonna say Ride the Lightning.
A lot of bombs. We get to ride carts. And
Those
Wait
are
a second.
great facial
Wait a
expressions.
second.
That's-
Yeah.
Barrels, carts. Wait a second. I've seen this before. And the Minish Cap.
That worked.
Also, I didn't say
It's
barrels.
moving groceries. It's pushing the carts in past the barrels.
One thing that I liked about this one was that I like it when dungeons are not only have a form, because all dungeons would have a form, but they have a function as well. I think one thing that gets lost in some Zelda games is that there's like a temple, but it's literally just like a big maze that just seems really inconvenient. But I like in this level in particular that it's obviously it's a mine, like it's used. There's like a purpose for it.
Yeah. This is like actually thematically tied to the mountain.
Mhm.
And I know what you mean. When you said that, Spencer, I immediately, even though I haven't played this game in years, I immediately thought of like one of the first dungeons in Phantom Hourglass. You like walk in and then there's immediately like 2 fire bars you have to like get around. And I'm like, who would put this here? like, like who's like, okay, we should have 2 spinning fire bars at the beginning of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Just to make it fun, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, no, that's not like what?
Yeah. I always thought about that when I was playing Tony Hawk, and I would always be excited about making my own maps, like my own skate parks.
I did not know where that was going. When you started talking about Tony Hawk.
It taught me about level design, because it's like you can make your own skate park, and like like the grinds and the jumps and everything can be perfectly placed, but it doesn't actually mean anything because there's no story, like there's no world. Whereas when you actually play a level in Tony Hawk, you're at a school or you're at a warehouse, and it's novel that you can grind on things that people use. But when you just make like literally a grind rail, there's no fun to it. The fun like immediately evaporates from that game.
Yeah, and like you could always like they gave you little set dressings, I think, at some of the later Tony Hawk games, but like it still didn't feel like an actual place.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think that applies to all games. So like a Mario or whatever. It's nice if the world actually has a story or there's something going on there that isn't just, this is really inconvenient for our hero.
Obstacle course.
What's the story of Mount Colonel?
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, they're minors. So they
Yeah.
you have to go in there.
Little
And,
gnomes.
Underage?
Yeah, the little underage gnomes.
yeah.
He's like,
Why
I'm
they're so
15.
small?
I'm 15.
I'm 15 years old.
The sword, Link.
Let me ask my dad.
This is the story of a kid who was born a blacksmith.
What better than Will Smith? Yeah, there's some cool ideas in this dungeon. I mean, the minecart's the big one that stands out, obviously, because you have to like redirect pieces of the track.
And you love those minecarts, huh?
Yeah, they remind me of something else. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, different game. Different game. And then there's also sections where you have to like walk on like pieces of lava rock or molten rock that crumble or something.
Yeah.
And like it's also cool, even though, man, one of the areas gets tricky as hell. We have to like go around and solve some puzzles, and you have to do it in like a certain order. And you just float back. There's many times where Link floated down to his death in the lava.
You can see his eyes
on my
just
game.
like,
Yeah, he's like, ah! he's like raising his legs.
Don't do this.
Sorry,
to
Link.
me. Yeah. And our item is the cane of Pachi?
Pocky. Pachi? Pocky?
Odon Pachi. An RPG, you know about that.
Posse?
Maybe one of the weirdest functionality of an item ever.
The insane cane posse.
The insane cane.
Yeah, dude. Okay, it's functionally this item works and it is important to the overall game. But I can also argue, I think it's one of the stupidest Zelda items I've ever seen. It's
agree.
literally, it's a cane that shoots a magic something that'll just flip something over. And I'm like, do you need magic for that? Is that something you need magic for? To flip something over? Okay. Okay, Gabe.
Okay. It may be stupid, like, logically, but they use it very, very well. So
Oh, yeah, no, they do.
Which clearly they built the game around that concept, so that's how it works. But
It's just a dumb concept.
it's very funny that there's a wizard one day, like, working on a cane, and he's like, I gotta make it do something.
Flip.
They're like, what? All my stuff fell on the ground. It'd be nice if it flipped over. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, in Link's quest to unpetrify the princess, he must acquire legendary items, including the likes of which you've never seen. a gust sand blower and a flipper over.
Suck jar, flip cane.
What's next? Pencil sharpener.
But I don't.
Look,
I kind
Link,
of
you got a
adore it.
step ladder.
I kind of adore it for
Or
the
my cell
charm of like this is like second Zelda, and I'm sure I've never played Skyward Sword, so I can't really speak to the items in that game. But I like the idea that early on they didn't have like all these awesome items; they just had a bunch of shit. They just had to work.
This
You
is
know
not the
what?
first cane that's been introduced in Zeldas, though. There was the cane of Somoria, where it made a block and you could push it on a puzzle and make an extra piece. I mean, that was cool because like those were like other puzzles. This one is. I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying it's different. Like like the puzzle is like there's a Legends of Zelda, and you need to push the cane to make a flippy thingy in the hole, and then somersault up top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think there is a sucking item or a blowing item in Skyward Sword as well. So, if I recall.
Where do you think they got it?
Ugh, you got him.
Yeah.
Nintendo is
Actually-
creatively bankrupt.
From Skyward Sword because it was the first game in the timeline. Got him.
Damn.
Oh.
Do you have
Zelda
another
guy.
fan, Teddy?
Teddy, we're still picking up something. That must not have been the fan. We're still picking up something. You know? It's like a ding ding.
Is this
ding,
my
ding,
mic?
ding, ding.
No,
No.
I don't think so because it wasn't making a noise when you.
Oh, that might not be. That might be your problem. You might not have the right mic.
Sounds like it's
Everybody-
a legal problem.
Everybody try to be like Mike.
Hello?
Well, no, that's definitely. Now it sounds like you're in the shower.
Maybe he is.
Are you?
He will be if you kept
Can
that
you?
fan off.
What?
He's gonna need one.
That might be it. Say it again.
Okay.
I can't hear you, the guys. Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Good.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, we're good.
Hello?
Okay.
I can turn my fan on? Yes.
You sound the same. I don't know what that is. It's so weird.
Switch this to the other mode.
Kind
How's
of
that?
sad you couldn't. No.
Oh, it's
Okay,
still
it's
not the Yeti. Hold on.
Yeti and my spaghetti. We play that game.
The Yeti and his bowl of spaghetti. Yep, it's doing.
Yep, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Is this the right? Is it good noise or bad noise?
It's
It's
good.
good. Oh, it's good.
It's,
It's some good noise, dude.
it's real good.
That's good noise.
You guys like that? You like that noise? Oh, I changed it to cardioid mode. Oh,
What?
yeah,
To cardio mode? Is that what you said?
cardioid.
Cardio.
Oh, they said
Cardio for
cardio. I thought you were
androids.
gonna get up and start doing some cardio, dude.
Alex knows
Bit
nothing
podcast?
about audio.
Yeah, I don't even know how to hear. I can't even hear half the time. See, I didn't even hear that.
It took us 40 minutes to figure out that I was using my headset mic.
It sounded good.
Oh, you could have fooled us, but it was just picking up. I guess it was picking up like your nose or something. I don't know what it was picking up. Something. You breathed it out your nose. Yeah, I'm kind of sad we didn't get to use the cane of Packy a lot more for like combat. You know, like I would have liked to use it a lot more to like flip over enemies or something. I mean, like there's a few you do,
Mhm.
but like any enemy that would have been fun if like I could be fighting and farting. I'm doing both a dark dark nut, and I can just flip him over for a second and like whip his ass for a second. You know, then he flips back over. Like, could have been cool.
Yeah. Couple turtles could have used that in Majar's Mask.
Yeah. There's a they introduced something here that will be the beta of my existence later on. It's the idea of multi-level areas where you can fall through the floor to a different area.
Mm.
You did that for the boss, right? You like
Yeah.
fall down to the little worm boss.
Yeah. This is a cool boss fight. You use the cane to make he has like molten rock on his back, and you make it flip over and land on his back, and he goes ow, and he sticks his head out,
Yeah.
and you can hit him.
I heard it. I heard him do it. He goes,
Ow!
ow!
My back!
My back! I'm
Link!
like,
No!
and I'm like, that took up 32 kilobytes on this cartridge. just for that sound.
Yeah. I read the developer interviews, and yeah, they said that.
Yeah. They were like, we had to cut a whole dungeon to get him to say, ouch, my back.
The challenge on this one is that the lava that he's sitting in expands throughout the game, throughout the fight, and it surrounds it with fire as well. So you gotta be quick on your feet.
Just so we're all on the same page, right? The lava is hot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just for making sure. Okay, cool.
You don't want to step in it. It'll toast you.
Have you tried it?
It'll toast your buns.
Have you tried it?
I've touched this hot stove.
That doesn't compare to lava, right?
It doesn't even come close to lava.
You don't know. Lava's like touching that hot stove 50 times.
Oh shit! So I gotta test that.
Yeah, go touch your stove 50 times.
Okay. This is gonna suck. But eventually you'll beat him, and you get an upgraded sword, which you can now do some pretty cool tricks with, including duplicating yourself on those little
Tony
squares.
Hawk. Get tricky.
Yeah.
That's Run DMC. Yeah, duplicating yourself, and then you will expound upon that later. But this is what I was talking about when I said I think maybe they had some ideas from Four Swords they still wanted to carry over into this game, because there's some moments where I was like, "This is Four Swords, guys. I'm playing Four Swords right now."
Yeah,
and I don't love it.
Four Swords was maybe like not enough people played that one because it had some cool ideas, but it might have just been like that was when Nintendo was going all out with the gimmicks, and they may have gone a little too far with that one. I think to play that at its fullest potential, you had to have like 4 link cables total.
Yeah, 4
Swords?
GBAs, 4 swords.
Yeah.
Or I played it, and I still play it because they did a DSi release for like the 25th anniversary for free. And so if you had a DSi, you could just get it. So like that's how I played it. I still didn't play it with anybody because nobody else had a DSi that I knew. So like, but I've played it on my own, which like on your own you could switch between like 2 different links to solve puzzles, and like it was cute. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of ideas in this game that was definitely carried over from that game.
Yeah. The next place we need to get to is the swamp. We'll need the Pegasus boots, which has one of my favorite little mini stories in the game.
The swamp.
Swamp.
To get the swamp, to get there, you have to use the Pegasus boots, and to get the Pegasus boots, you have to wake up the man that's making the shoes. And I always found that to be an adorable little story. It's the old
fell asleep.
Never would have found it without a guide.
No, you wouldn't. I
had no idea even like where the starting point for the boots is. The big shoe over the guy's store in the freaking town, and I don't know.
I actually found this one. I mean, I did use actually the guy we're looking at. But this one I actually because like he was like, we need to get the Pegasus boots, and I was like, boots? Those are like shoes. And then I went to the shoe store.
I'm going to the shoe store.
It's a shoe store over here because I thought maybe I could just story played out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just thought it was so adorable because that's like the old fable, right? Is the guy, the cobbler, who falls asleep and then elves finish his shoe for him. And they had it, but just the Picori.
Lazy ass cobbler.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bitch ass cobbler. Like make your own shoes, dude.
But eventually we get back to the swamp.
Swamp!
Swamp.
Link, what are you doing in my swamp? Oh shit, it's Shrek. This is the weird crossover with DreamWorks.
Legend of Shrek.
Trying to get down to that area. I know.
Yeah, there's a
No,
lot.
yeah,
Of
the cast.
there's a lot of
I
shit.
know.
in
There's
this,
a lot
in this
of
guide.
There's
like,
a
in
lot.
between.
The guides, because the guide is like you could, because like you can go and like upgrade your sword. We started using kinstones by this point. We haven't talked about that at all. This
Wanna
told
hit
us
on
like
that?
heart pieces. Yeah, we'll hit on it in a second. It talks about like heart pieces and like when you use the kinstones and stuff. So like okay, so the kinstones I only explored a little bit. Mainly for things I needed to use them for, but every once in a while, somebody would be like, "Hey, you want to fucking mesh your stones together?" I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." And then like,
You want to crush?
and then I would
stones?
do it, and then like something would pop up on the other side of the map, like, "Oh, look, there's a bucket over here now." And I'd be like, "Okay," like if I had more time, I probably would have investigated some of them.
Hmm.
Crunched on time, so I was just like, "Well, I mean, that's cool, I guess." I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So, Spencer,
It was never a requisite really up to this point. So then if you finally have to do it and it's that's a thing.
and we'll talk about that. But Spencer, I want to know your thoughts on the Kinstone stuff because you, as revealed in the Hey Geeks and Gamers podcast, you 100% completed this game at one point, right? So like,
Yes.
what's your experience with the Kinstone stuff?
I adore it. I think it makes you. There's a couple things. There's a couple reasons I like the map in this game. In that, one, you can explore it as a mini and as like a regular sized person,
A maxi.
a maxi. But then once you realize that kinstones can work basically randomly anywhere on the map, it then opens your eyes to like different parts of the map that you're like, oh, that's weird that there's like a blank piece of land here that has nothing on it. I wonder if a kinstone will do it. Or you see like trees that are like blocking a pathway, and now you're kind of curious like if a kinstone will do that or something. And to me it just makes you have to revisit everywhere and think about those places more in depthly. And also creates like a connection with the townsfolk where you're like they're more than just a random person walking by. Like they may have a kinstone piece that you're interested in, so you walk up and you look at their little thought bubble.
Yeah,
If I understood that system like earlier, I probably would have enjoyed that experience more. Also, it's like if this was my game back then, like back in the day, I probably would have got a hoot and a holler out of it as well.
hooting and hollering. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was like, because I didn't play this one until now. It was oddly enough. I think this is the only handheld Zelda I've never played all the way through. It's so strange. So like, yeah, if I had this back in the day, I could have seen myself putting the time in and looking around because when you're a kid, you got like a game for like your birthday or something, and that's it. So like, would have been neat. I didn't have time to now though. I'm a grown man working a job. I don't have time to fucking play with kinstones. I'm gonna work. And I'm plus I'm playing this on the Wii U. I don't know why I chose this, but I did it.
That was a choice.
Yes, it was.
So then you get through the swamp where I think here's where you get the first like traditional item. Well, I guess you get bombs earlier too, but you get a more traditional item, which is the bow and arrow.
Yeah, when I saw the bow, I was like, "Oh man, I haven't seen a bow in a Zelda game
Ever.
Yeah, it's a new one.
in a hot minute." No, I was kidding. I mean, it's in like all of them. No, but I was like, "Oh, cool, the bow's here."
Bow and arrow. How does this work?
Like
bow.
I've never been like, "Oh, damn, I got to use the bow now." It's always been like, "Oh, cool, the bow." Cool.
It's
And like
top 5.
And we've gotten bombs to this point. We haven't talked about bombs either, have we? We got.
I mentioned them
bombs.
very briefly, but yeah,
No, it's not really a big achievement. You just got bombs,
it's like whatever.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck, man.
Yeah, they're back. Bombs are back.
Yeah, bombs are back, boys. The bombs are back. Okay, the bombs are back in town.
And
Yeah, I got stuck here for a little bit.
oh, explain.
Because it's the map is like in like a diamond shape, and you have to go around and do some stuff, and then do some other junk, and then run across the swamp, and then do some other stuff. And I got to a point to where I had cleared out all the damn statues you shoot in the eye with the bow. I had gone to every little crevice. I've done everything else, and I was just like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?" And I was like running around, and I was. This is the point where I actually started using the guide. I'm like running around trying to figure out what the hell to do in this place because like I swear I've touched everything. And then finally, I have to go fucking match a kinstone with like a not even a statue. It's like a pillar. And I was like, "What?" I was like, I thought this was only something I could do with like characters, like NPCs. And I was like, okay. That's like I would have never figured that out if I didn't look it up. Oh, I would have just been wandering around this damn swamp. Been like, oh, I guess the game ends here.
Credits don't roll.
Alternate ending on the timeline.
Yeah, I think
Here
it's
we
on
go.
there now. We need to add it.
Yeah, that's
Link
the swamp
aged.
ending. That's the Link still in the swamp.
Here lies Link in the swamp.
So now we go to the Wind Ruins. To get there, you have to manipulate these statues, which I always thought was really fun. And then,
Wow. Spencer likes to manipulate.
yeah, I'm a manipulator. I admire the artistry of it, where they only have so many pixels for these figures, but they were still able to make it so you could understand that you can interact with them as a full-size person and as a mini, because they have the little
cool.
this little ladder up their belly. It's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was
Better than their butt.
Yeah, better. I don't know about that. Yeah, it was neat. Ready to go to the Fortress of Winds?
Yeah, Fortress of Winds, which isn't my favorite dungeon ever. It's pretty straightforward.
It is a dungeon.
It is a dungeon, though. Utilizes some arrow techniques, some sword techniques, but the main item here, the major item, is the claws that you get. You can then cut through dirt.
What are they called? The mole something? Mole mashers?
Moment.
Mole mittens? Is it they're called?
Moments.
Malmit? Wallace and Malmit?
Wallace and Mom.
Yeah, like it's an item and like it's kind of cool. No, I mean it is oddly satisfying. Like I found myself whenever I got to an area where I could dig through something, like not going straight through. I usually dug through everything because like you find little pieces of like something like kinstones or rupees or something hidden in the dirt. So like maybe want to like dig up all the dirt. I felt like
It did make me want to dig the dirt too. However, when you use them outside of the dungeon for some of the walls that are like dungeon looking or like holes in the wall looking areas, like I had no recognition that they were going to be used for that. So I don't
me
think that's
either.
very well explained.
Dude, I didn't know either till like right before the last dungeon. Like I saw something and I was like, "Oh, can I blow that up?" Or I was like, "This is like the end of the game. How have I not?" And I was like trying on my items on this damn wall, and I was like, "Oh, I can dig at it." And I was like, "That was not explained to me at all." Thank you, game.
You guys didn't know that?
No, well, like, there's no point where like it's
No.
like, "Oh, hey, by the way, like Ezra could have been like, by the way, like you could use those stupid fucking mitts on that wall right there." And then I've been like, "Oh, that's what that was for." Okay. No, I just
Here I am
like,
thinking it's going to be a kinstone or something.
well, because it's not like readable as dirt. It just looks like a weird door, So like I didn't know what the hell I used on that thing for the longest time.
Okay.
It's just a circle. It's a circle. I thought maybe I needed a circle. I thought maybe I got like a circle somewhere. Wouldn't be the dumbest item.
One thing that I found interesting was that because of the isometric view of the game, the treasure chests aren't instantly noticeable unless you've chopped down like the sand a couple rows or a couple squares below it, which is always a little bit frustrating, but kind of rewarding when you find it, because you can't instantly see them.
You can see like where the wall.
No, but their positioning is implied,
Yeah,
like because there is a space where the treasure chest would be.
Yeah, you could tell there's something there.
Right.
In the dirt.
In the dirt. But it could be an enemy. Sometimes they put little enemies in there just to piss you off.
Sometimes there's an enemy in the dirt. Sometimes there's a treasure.
It's not a tight.
Also, I played this dungeon and I got a lot of the way in it, and then there was a point where the floor masters popped up.
Oh yeah,
and those bitches grab you and take you back. And I was playing this game for the longest time, not knowing I could kill them. I thought I had to avoid them, and they kept grabbing me at certain points. And then finally, I was just like, I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something else, and I swung my sword, and I noticed it took damage. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I could have killed these things the entire time." But like, I swear, there is other Zeldas where you can't kill them, right?
You can kill them, but I think they always come back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I was kind of thinking, or something like that.
The ones I remember, like Link to the Past, they came back. They would kill them.
I thought they were.
They would come right back.
Yeah, I thought they were more invincible in Link to the Past. So like, my brain was like, yeah, you probably should just stay away from those things. So I was trying to like roll around them and stuff, and then I found out I can kill them, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Damn.
They do look like their frame looks like it's impenetrable though, so like I get it. An instinct with those things is avoid,
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to grab you, and you're just a kid. Nintendo, explain.
You told me I can't be old for this game. That's weird, Nintendo.
Yeah. Only a kid can play it. And here's the grabby hands. Nintendo? You got some explaining to do.
All right, next
Nintendo.
up.
Oh.
Next up, we have the boss, Mazal.
Man, what a Nintendo ass boss.
What does that mean?
It's the fucking weak point in the hands, dude. How many Nintendo games have done the weak? It's Mario. It's Star Fox. It's like Zelda's done this again. Another game.
Like Bongo Bongo?
It's the damn hands with the weak point on the palm, and they do this all the damn time. So when I saw it, I was like, well, I guess it is 2005, so I guess we gotta do this.
Okay, but this isn't Nintendo.
Well, everything's still sanctioned by Nintendo. It's not like Capcom could do anything they wanted.
This is a Capcom game. This is not a Nintendo game.
Yeah, it's got Miyamoto and Aonuma's name on it too.
Yeah. Capcom just made it. They just did the work. Miyamoto was like, I want the hand.
I want the hands.
Use the hands.
Give me floor hands, give me boss hands.
The hands never fail.
I want Mazal hands.
Yeah, Capcom came to Miyamoto and they were like, hey, we're having trouble designing a boss for this dungeon. You got any ideas? And he like pulled out a file in his drawer that was just like all the bosses that used this damn design and handed it to him. And it was like, if it ain't broke, no fix it, right?
But this one is a little different because you have to also turn Mini to walk into his mouth, walk into his face.
Delicious mouth.
I love the imagery here.
Yeah, it was neat. This is cool. Cool use of the Mini. You
gotta use your mole mitts your way through it.
Mini. Yeah, you have to use your mole mitts. Why does he eat why is he eating dirt? That was my question, actually. When I was playing it, I was like, what's with dirt?
Why is he eating all that dirt?
God made dirt. Dirt can't hurt.
Got some bad news, though, boys.
Bad news bears. We just wasted our time.
Yeah, it ain't here. The wind element has been taken to the sky. How the hell are you going to get there? I don't know.
Son of a bitch!
Motherfucker.
At least we got these cool mitts to show for it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and we get something else, Teddy.
A heart piece.
and
and something else, Teddy.
and something else, Teddy.
A fairy.
The
No.
ocarina of wind. So you can call your bird,
Oh,
Yeah,
which is very Link
You
to the
know-
Past.
ladybird.
Ladybird. And great item. Fast travel's fantastic. Thank you, game. And
Classic.
but whenever you find like the fast travel points and they explode, and Link's like, huh? For up until this point, I seriously thought like, because like, okay, it has like a wind symbol on it, right? And it's like a stone, and it looks like the damn things from Wind Waker where you have to use the Wind Waker. So I thought one of two things. I thought maybe this game had a link functionality to Wind Waker, which would make no sense because that game is way older than this one. Or you get a Wind Waker at some point. I was like, I thought I was doing something wrong when I would go up to him and it would explode. I was like, am I supposed to be doing that? And then finally I got the ocarina and I was like, oh, I was supposed to be doing it. It just felt like I wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, holy shit. It exploded.
He's like, don't worry, it'll be explained to you soon. Just another one, explode another
Yeah,
one.
just
Come on,
keep-
let's
just
go.
keep
By the
blowing
time you
them
get
up.
this thing, you've gotten like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Like, don't even.
I I seriously thought like it was gonna be some other functionality of the game that like I just was not gonna get to experience or something, especially playing on the Wii U. So I was like, well, might as well blow them up.
All right, moving on. Next up is the Water Temple.
Water, everyone's favorite.
In every Zelda,
of
it's always
droplets.
the favorite. And yeah, because it's
I would-
mini, it's droplets.
I would like to call out the quest that I found to be the coolest was the library
I love that quest.
quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. You had to go get the books back for the guy, and they actually made use of the minis. You got to like be mini to do a lot of it, and you go into the bookshelf and you're mini, and it was mini, and it was mini, and I was like, that's neat. That's a neat quest. That's what I said.
That's
was
what
playing it.
that's what I said, damn it.
I was playing it. It was like 8 o'clock at night. I was in my underwear at home alone. I was like, that's neat.
I love-
That's just neat.
I love the additions you made to that, the descriptive words you used right there.
It's mini and it's mini.
I
and
got
it's
a bag
mini.
I got a bag of salt and vinegar chips on my chest.
Just eating them right off of it.
Yeah, that's neat.
Falling on the tablet.
Gosh darn
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The room's dark. The TV's off. I'm only playing on the Wii U tablet.
There's just a low hum going through the house. That's
That's
neat.
just neat. Yeah, like it's just pitch black, and then there's just the glow of the Wii U tablet on my face.
Yeah.
If somebody walked in, it'd be like a horror movie scene.
Yeah. Little bit of blood on my shoulder. I don't know where it came from, but that's neat.
I mean, in all seriousness, it was my favorite perspective was the one where you had to, I think it's the guy that looks like he's from Sim City, where you go up into the rafters and you have to get like the book that's like balancing the
Mm,
fall.
Yeah.
It was neat. It's cool. I wish they did stuff like more stuff like that.
And I like in the little, like they made like a little village out of the bookshelf where like they put like ladders on books. And they're like, somebody checked out our book. to
Now
get to the-"
you're fucking telling me. Okay, I get that old people can't see the Picori, but you're telling me they're not gonna notice the damn ladders and the holes and shit in these books
They missed them.
and and in the shelf. No,
They ain't-
no.
They ain't
Are
readers.
they too old to see that too?
It's aesthetic.
They're not
Some people like
readers.
drawing little lines on their wall.
Maybe they're like, damn, guys, we got rats. We got some rats in here and they're nibbling through the books.
Very smart population of rats building ladders.
A rat society.
Rats. We coexist in harmony.
That'd be a
will say-
better Zelda game if instead of
Dude,
some
Zelda, like the
Picori,
rats?
you just talk to the
Talk to
rats
the
the whole game. Hey, like every quest is like, hey Link, can you get us some cheese? And it's
He's like, hold on. Let me go talk to
I'll
some-
trade you this bomb bag for a
for
wheat
some
cheese.
it's like every quest is just cheese related. This is the dumbest Zelda game.
I need you to go to Mount
You've heard of
Krennel.
Link to the Past. Play the sequel, Link to the Rats.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay,
cool
to
stuff.
this quest
Oh,
point,
go ahead.
I like some of the concepts, like cats can now swing at you,
Yeah.
entering fireplaces to go in little dungeons. Bouncing the book off the shelf, it took me a couple tries, but I did figure it out. I forget, you had to make like a couple copy links and then like hang out on the edge of the book for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Explain
This
to me
is
the
definitely one of
dog.
the more memorable parts of the game.
Explain the dog.
What about it?
He's your friend.
But you yeah, but you could talk to him.
Yeah.
Why? How?
Maybe it's
How
the
does that?
jabbernut. Maybe it allows you to
But
speak
you
to
can't.
everybody.
But you no. But you can't talk to him when you're big. Only when you're tiny.
Only when you're tiny.
Why? What? If anything, he should be able to hear you less.
No. He hears you
What? No,
perfectly.
why can you talk to the dog? Why can you tell the dog to move? That makes no sense. There's nothing explaining that. It's not like there's like other moments you have to like talk to birds or shit. Like there's no like you don't talk to the other animals. So
Well, Link
what's
has a history of talking to animals, and Ocarina talks to a cow.
I don't understand the dog moment. That brings the entire game ruined. 0 out of 10. Why can you talk to the dog?
Talk to dogs? What the hell?
You can probably talk to cats too. They just don't want to. They're just like, "Fuck you, Link. I'm gonna swing at
Yeah, catch these assholes.
you."
It's like, hey, it's me, Link. It's like, looks like dinner to me.
Looks like playtime.
This guy's going over all the kinstones again.
I know, man. They're doing everything. But eventually we'll get to the Temple of Droplets. And, you know, it's not really, it's more of an ice temple in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised.
But there's definitely
Not really that surprised. Oh, you know what? I lied. I wasn't really that surprised, but I was.
I was not angry.
Yeah.
Really not surprised.
I was really, you know,
I was there.
I was
And I
there
was-
for this. I was
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, well, you
played
know,
it.
water, ice. Ice is just hard water.
Right.
I see what they're
Open
doing.
the hole in the sky. Melt the ice block.
now I just
This
can't
makes
get
sense.
I can't get the image of Alex playing on his Wii U tablet, like in the dark with chips on his chest, just saying like things about the game as he's playing.
Yeah. Why can you talk to the dog? It's me. Yeah, like somebody who's outside of my house.
Yeah.
And there was like a salesman coming up to the door and he sees me through the window and he walks away. He's like, I gotta go try him.
He's just like this ice in the water temple. Oh, I see what you're doing here. Okay.
I see Capcom. I get it. There's a lot of Spencer's favorite things here. Block puzzles.
These are a few of my favorite things. Yes, block puzzles. I love them.
A little bit of goof troop going on here. You know, come on, Capcom.
Also got Gus Bust puzzles.
Get what? Can you say that again?
Gus Bust. Your
Gus
favorite
Bust?
item, the best one in the game.
The Gus Bus.
The Ghostbusters.
We're gonna give you this bust of a guy named Gus. Of what use does it have?
It's about
Let's find out.
Gus.
Let's find out.
Yep.
Let's find out.
I like the
It's
idea
about
that
to get gusty.
I like the twist on a dungeon where they actually put the thing you're looking for like right in front of you at the very beginning, but it's just encased in ice.
Yeah, you just can't get it yet.
You just can't get it.
They're like, it's right there. I was like, just lick it, dude. Just lick your way through the ice.
Yeah, and to get it, you have to let the sun. It's the sun, right?
Yeah, that's the thing in the sky. The big,
Yeah, the big thing in the sky.
the big, yeah, the big yellow thing.
Yeah.
It's bright.
Hurts when I look at it.
Yeah.
Hurts me.
Hurts me. I'm like, let me look
They
at
should
you.
be melting.
Let me look at you, boy. Ow.
Shit.
Don't worry, Eslo will protect you.
Oh, good old Esla.
He's a magic hat.
And then the item here is the flame lantern, fitting for an ice dungeon. So you can
If
start
only we
melting.
had. If only we had a little fire. Something to melt the ice. What could it be?
That's a good one. I like that.
If only we. No, man, they should have stuck to the stupid items. You know, the lantern's too traditional.
I know.
They should have been.
I kind of agree.
They should have been like it's the.
Oh, come on.
It's the hot rope or something. I don't know. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
Call me a
like
traditionalist.
The hot whip.
I like it. Give me a bow and give me a flame lantern, and we're calling it a Zelda game.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I see what they did.
I got some words about this lantern later on. Some words, I tell you. Not yet, though.
Some midnight thoughts, some musings.
No, it was midnight. I was thinking. Teddy, you get to ride the lily pad.
It sucked. Okay, I have a story. It's not much
Ooh,
one,
tell
but
us.
it's a story.
Tell us.
So you have to blow the lily pad from the left side of the upper floor up and around and down, and then move, and then go down the waterfall to the right, and then kind of manipulate your way through. And then you end up in a room with a block puzzle. And so I had done that. I had done all those maneuvers, and then I think it's like the final point of that sequence, and it was the puzzles or something, or maybe I didn't see like the entry to the land, so I was like, oh, maybe I need to get off and explore. And then the lily pad was gone. I had to go back, backtrack, do the whole sequence over just on a whim to see if it would work again. And meanwhile, you're just pressing the frickin' button. Blow in, blow out, blow in, blow out, blow in, blow out. Blow in, blow up, blow in, blow out. Bust, 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 a buster, bust, a buster. Yeah. So it was just a drag.
Wait,
doing it over again.
when you're doing this thing, you're sucking
And blowing.
I
You
only
just mash
blow.
it, dude.
I just mash the A
Yeah,
button.
mash it.
You just
If you mash it, you'll scoot across.
Yeah.
Not clearly explained. I never figured that out.
Well, yeah, that might be why.
Eslo, this is your fault.
Hey, leave him out of it.
Be careful what you're saying that you want, because there is an era of Nintendo where they do heavy tutorials and it's absolute hell.
Yeah, I'm joking, but I mean, I don't know. It wasn't clear to me.
If this was made on the DS, Ezra would have been like, "Hey,
Did you know?"
Wait a second." And I don't say anything about the DS ones, but
yeah. It's simple though. I mean, like if you just go to the menu and you hover over the item and it just reminds you, like tap B repeatedly to blow or something. I don't know.
yeah, I guess
There are ways to counter that.
I can see it. There are some ill-explained concepts in this game. So. But the true gamers,
I think that's kind of
right?
the point of
Capcom.
Zelda, though, isn't it? Isn't the point of Zelda to like experiment with things and play with them?
I mean, like
maybe,
not the use of an item.
No.
Yeah.
Like how to use an item.
Well, like
Like
this
what the hell it does.
different ways it can be used.
Like
and-
mole mix on the
controls?
wall of a dungeon floor, it should not be like, yeah. I'm with Alex on that one. Like I get like experimenting with an item, yeah, but like also getting to like the fifth sequence. We'll come back to that, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of like some of the thinking behind like how you're supposed to think through some of the way you play this game.
That's weird. I never had any.
The mini
problems
segments
with
can be cool, and I like those and I appreciate those, but now some of this game left me feeling like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Way to insult my intelligence, Eslo.
Oh, salt mine. Yeah, this is this dungeon kind of sucks a little bit. It wasn't great. Especially the areas where you could fall and you're on the ice. Man, that's fun. Good challenge. This is probably something to do with where I was playing on the Wii U because I noticed this with a different segment. I'll talk about too. I noticed that. Okay, so I'm most of the time I didn't actually play on the gamepad that much. I played on the TV with the Wii U Pro controller, which is like one of the most comfortable damn controllers. It's great for like retro games, but for some reason my brain auto defaults to using the stick when I play games. So I was trying to use the analog stick, and I think maybe it just reads inputs weird for this game because I had moments, especially on the ice, where like I just slipped off. And I was like, damn it, I had to switch over to the D-pad. It worked fine then. So I think it was just something to do with the analog stick. I also noticed that with the with the tornado floaty sections, I had that issue too, where like I would be trying to go to one area and Link would be like, I'm going over here, and I'm like, God damn it. And I had to like switch to the D-pad. Fuck.
Yeah, you got to be careful playing these kinds of games with an analog because obviously they were not built with that in mind.
Well,
at all.
I kept trying to use the D-pad, but my brain, I don't know, it just auto defaults to like putting your thumb on that damn analog stick, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, those tornado sequences are kind of finicky anyway.
There's some decent block puzzles here and some decent copy puzzles that felt like they're from Four Swords.
Yeah.
Hey, the highlight's always the boss, though. I mean, for the most part, this is a nice boss.
This boss sucks.
Oh.
In a good way.
Sucks and blows.
It's another one of the enemies that would just be a normal enemy in the real game, but it's huge.
Well, they actually fake you out because the mid boss is a choo choo again.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I was like, "Oh damn it, we're just fighting another choo choo," and then no, it was like that's the mid boss this time. Oh.
Yeah, that boss is mid.
Yeah, it's mid.
Yeah, and they also, I think it's what is it? The water bracelet is in your face the whole time, and encapsulated in ice, and you have to do that whole puzzle to melt it. But you can see this freaking big Octorok enshrouded in ice the whole time, and then you melt it, and he takes the bracelet, and then you have to go chase him down. So I think that's
more ass play here. What is their deal? You need to get the Octorok's ass. You light it up.
Yeah, that's a clever mechanic.
Yeah,
Light the butt on fire.
Clever. I don't know. Clever is a strong word. Whenever he wriggles out in the frame, and I see the fucking leaf on his ass, I was like, all right, I get it. Okay.
I'm smart enough for this one, Nintendo.
Thank you, Nintendo. I understand. Yeah, there's some annoying sections in this fight. Mainly whenever he's just fucking blowing and sucking, and it's hard to tell sometimes what he's gonna do. Because you're trying to get the things back in his mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you did? So yeah, sometimes he would suck you in. Like, oh shit.
I didn't want it. I don't want to get sucked right now.
I didn't want to get sucked. Nintendo, what are you sucking? You sucking me, dude.
Well,
Well, you murder him. I mean,
yeah. Well, you slit his throat.
You slit his throat. He's fucking dead. You get the water element. Move on.
Now we can take it to the sky.
Wow.
We do a couple things. We do go to a graveyard, which is kind of fun.
It's just like, sorry. I didn't know what to say after I said wow. Yeah, the ghost of the king. I didn't know he died. Is he just dead?
Well, this is
or is that like a different king?
Prior king, yeah.
He looks like the same guy.
It's probably his
Skyward
son.
King. That's where you're going.
Whatever. I think. Oh yeah. This is the king from Skyward Sword. Everybody. Mm-hmm. Even though he looks nothing like the king from Skyward Sword. Yeah. You go to a spooky graveyard forest, and you have to do the what's the forest in Link to the Past? The Great Forest or something? What is it? We have to do the puzzle where it's like go through this way, then this way. Anyway, all the fucking Zelda games do it.
Yeah, they're all homages to the first one.
But this time there's just signs that's like, okay, go left, go right, and then it's like, what did you do two signs ago?
Yeah.
It's like I thought it was gonna be like something cool, like usually they play on like sound or something like that. But no, it was just a day of sign. Like, well, it's not really a
It's
puzzle.
memory game too. And plus, you're avoiding the ghosts, so that like fighting with the ghosts can make you forget what you did like a second or two ago.
They look like yokai, man. They look like yokai, and they lick you. And yeah, you had to watch out for them.
Well, they are technically yokai, aren't they?
Yeah,
That's too.
I guess they were, right, because like there's ghosts. That's what yokai are, and also it's like a Japanese game, so I figured that's what they were trying. The vibes they were going for.
Was Yokai Watch around for this?
No, that was 3DS.
Well, the Yokai Watch is a anime.
Yeah, they came out at the same time.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was because I don't follow that anime nonsense.
Dude, you think anime fans follow Yokai Watch?
Do they? I don't know.
No, that's like some
Children do.
children stuff, man. That's like some fucking
As opposed to the other
Some
cartoons.
baby stuff.
The Yokai Watch is for babies. I only watch Bakugan.
Yeah, I'm only on Bakugan.
No, that was like level 5 in like 3DS era.
All right, and then
Yeah,
we do a couple other things apparently in this thing, and then we take to the skies with a pretty.
Wait.
Apparently, I didn't do this.
wait. Okay, now we can go. I don't know what I was waiting for. I just wanted a moment. Thank you.
And it's cool to see, like, when you're going up the mountain, the big Goron just chilling in the background. He's always
Yeah, what's
happy
he
to
doing?
see.
What's he doing?
What's he up to? Anyway,
Wow,
In big.
pretty bizarre little
Big old
dungeon
one.
here.
Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Yeah.
Man,
Around.
Up to this point in the game, I was like, this is a pretty darn cute, cool game. And then from this point on in the game, I'm like, man, I don't like this game.
Really?
I did not like this area and the following area. I despise with a
Why?
passion. I did not like this area. This area it's for one, it's very unintuitive to navigate. And there's a lot of just time wasting, man, going up and down between like the different levels in the clouds, and then there's more concepts that aren't fully explained to you. I didn't know I had to like kill all the enemies in like certain areas to get something to appear. So I restarted this damn area like 3 times because I would get to a point to where I was like, I can't progress now. And then I'm playing on the Wii U, so I have like the save thing. So I would just go back to the beginning. I'm like, let's try it again, and then I would run through it again. I don't know. It's a cool area and concept. The clouds look delicious, especially when you dig through them. They look like they're made of fucking vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
But like visually, it looks nice. But I did not enjoy my time here.
And I'll kind of second that in the sense that, like, you're getting golden kinstones. I think you see one on a pedestal, like, before you start. And then, like, I'm not really thinking about them, like, as I'm getting them. But then it's like, oh, yeah, after I've gotten a couple of them, yeah, I'm probably supposed to use them. So I wasn't focused on that as I'm going around the area. So then I do a second loop looking for the ones that I miss. And then I still miss some because you're doing all this kind of weird tornado finagling, which, again, is not my favorite floating mechanic in a Zelda game. And I'm really not even including Breath of the Wild here. And so I've done 3 loops in order to get all the golden kinstones to use on items. It's not like a satisfying thing.
Nintendo, there's no mini
Oopsie.
sections here. What happened? Remember the name of the game?
Again, this is Capcom, Alex. This is not Nintendo.
Capcom. Yeah. Inafune, stop working on Mega Man. Please.
So get your hat over here.
No, stay away. Go make Mighty number 9.
And then once you break through there, we get
Minish
to
number 9.
We get to the Palace of Winds. which apparently Alex didn't like. This is like my favorite.
Okay,
dungeon.
this one's fine. You know what? I forgot about this one. I more meant the cloud section and the final area.
Okay.
This one's cool. I like the weird grates that you have to hop up and down into, but would hop, by the way, we can talk about item in a second. But they were very Super Nintendo.
Yeah, they remind me of actually not even. I mean, they did have them in A Link to the Past, but I was thinking more Super Mario World.
Mario, yeah, Mr. Mario
Super
himself.
Mario.
Mr. Mario. I saw that in Super Mario. Yeah, you get
Rockscape is a phenomenal item. Maybe one of the best in
It's-
Zelda games.
It's from Four Swords.
No, wasn't it?
There's
from-
Rock's Feather
that is-
in the Oracle games
Was it
as
from-
well, and I think Rock's Cape is in one of the maybe even Link's Awakening. I'm not
I think it
sure.
was in Link's
Is it in
Awakening.
Link's Awakening?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is something you can jump in Link's Awakening. You are correct. I don't know if it is this cape, but this sprite exactly is from
Oh.
Four Swords.
I
It's
see.
exact sprite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, it is in Oracle of Seasons. You were right there, but it's also in Four Swords and then Minish Cap. So
Let's
yeah,
Let's go, Rock. The
Capcom.
Rock.
Where's your ideas, Capcom?
Yeah,
Inspired.
cool cape. There's you can use it to jump or you can use it to really glide for a longer distance. For being creative. Alex just
I
went
think my-
very dark.
I think my power went out for a second. Do you see this? My power's going out.
Shoot.
Do you have a storm or something?
I don't know. I don't.
Pay your electric bill?
What the hell's going on? Is somebody fucking with my power?
Weird.
What is happening? Okay, now it's back. Okay, now it's off again. What is happening to my power? Are they working on something? Did somebody like hit a pole?
Oh shit.
Dude, what is happening? I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm in a horror movie right now.
This might be it. Anyway, this is the air dungeon. I don't know what happened to Alex. He's
I'm
got radio.
terrified.
Alex got radio silent, but this dungeon didn't. So let's keep going. No, that's crazy.
I guess
Do you hear anything out there?
No, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
keep,
go check. Go
keep
check.
talking about.
Yeah, go
dungeon.
take a moment.
I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, this one
Like
played a lot.
flashlight.
Yeah, this one played a lot with the wind. I love this dungeon. I always thought it was super fun. One frustrating part was some of the. It might have just been my Steam Deck or something, but the like hopping or trying to glide with it was occasionally a little finicky. I don't know if that is just because of the hardware or something, but other than that, I had a good time with this one.
Oh, a weird depth perception. Like there's a heart piece at one point that's like under a fence, and I'm like, I could fly to that. Nope. It's just, so like I kind of wish like as much as I like the concept of the Rock's Cape, I don't really feel like I got to use it and enjoy it. Only when I was jumping off of like 4 clouds high and then gliding out. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it definitely opens up in the world map, but because of how we play these games, it probably didn't get to use it much. It's probably just off to finishing it. So, but it definitely makes exploring the world map a lot better.
My neighbor's generator is on, so apparently it's not just me. It lost power. I don't know what's going on out there.
At least your internet's working. Is your computer
Yeah.
charging?
No.
Running on juice, boys.
Scary.
It's not orange.
All right, we'll just
Let's
keep
see
moving
if-
then.
Let's see if I can check and see what's up with that. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I should be good to finish the podcast, but if I drop out, I might be dead.
If Alex, if you thought that some of the bosses were a little uncreative, hopefully this one piqued your interest.
what?
Gyorg
pun?
pair, a red and blue Gyorg.
Hold on, wait. Let me see him. I forget what this was. By the way, I like the cape a lot. The cape is the best item. Oh no! Fuck this one. This is back to you know what I
What?
I like the dungeon. I like the dungeon, but the boss was back to fuck this.
What? This boss is
I
amazing.
get that from
Yeah,
Alex.
no,
I like it
no.
personally. He's
Very
not a
annoying.
riding the big sandbird in Mario Sunshine kind of guy. So like he wouldn't enjoy this.
No, that's not why. It's because, and this also happens in the Bati boss. It's because there's so many because you have to use the copies of yourself,
Mhm.
but they if anything touches them, they just disappear. So this was like very annoying. It got to a point to where if I even got up there and got hits on them, I like quick saved the game. That way I could just restart from there and not have to redo the boss.
God.
I hated it. I mean, like it's a cool concept, but it's fucking annoying. Whenever you're like trying to time it to get up there with your 3 other guys or 2 other guys at this point, and just something hits you. You know.
I'm surprised
And you
because
lose-
this game is
you lose your guy.
very easy.
To pro gamer Spencer.
I don't know. I didn't think this was that hard of a game. I didn't die at all in this game until the last.
Also,
dungeon.
I don't like how many eyes he has.
I could see that.
But that's just
Isn't that
personal. That's just personal taste.
that's almost like that one
That's
phobia
trypophobia.
yeah. Trypophobia.
Yeah, I have that, so that's probably why it bothers me.
You have trypophobia?
Yeah, I don't like patterns. I don't like natural patterns like that.
Mm.
So like that kind of grosses me out.
How do you play? Never mind.
What? How do I play what?
Nothing.
Get out of here, Spencer.
Nothing.
Oh, power's back on.
Hey,
What the hell
there be
happened?
light. Microwaves are working.
It'll go back in a second.
Teddy, any
No,
thoughts?
that actually isn't the microwave. That's my air conditioner. Have you heard the beep?
Oh, even better.
Teddy, any
I
thoughts
liked
on
Georg.
Georg?
I had a good time. No, I think it's a good balance, good challenge.
I like the name.
Georg.
I do wish, because I couldn't, I had fucked up with the kinstones. I guess you're supposed to do one in that cemetery area, and there is no fast travel area to get back there, so I never got back there. But when you do that kinstone, one of the dudes moves in front of the Cuckoo House in Hyrule, and you can talk to like the great fairies like Din, Nehru, something else, Farore, I think. A lot of Ocarina of Time, actually, that we haven't really discussed, but connections to this game. And one of those fairies allows you to charge faster. And I think that really would have helped me a lot with enjoying a couple. This segment, not particularly, I would have been helpful, but some of the later segments where it's implemented in the boss battles where you have to make clones. But no,
Yeah.
cool boss, cool concept, and a lot of danger felt.
Yeah, this one I assumed Alex would be all over this one because this one felt like a bullet hell at times, which I thought was
Yeah,
really
but
cool.
it's. I wish you just took damage whenever they touched the copies instead of just making them disappear. That was the annoyance because I would just constantly lose my guys and I would have to go back down, and that's not fun to have to like try 100 times.
I get that.
So like, it's not the fact that it's hard. I wouldn't call it hard. I would just call it annoying.
Yeah.
Well, we get to the end of the game. We got all the pieces.
That's it, boys. We did it. We won.
Well, wouldn't be
Dark
Zelda
World.
without like a long ending dungeon that takes forever. So,
But this is Minish Cap.
well, Zelda Minish Cap.
Link in the very small hat.
So
Yeah, you get
Dark
you
Castle.
get to-
Go ahead.
you get to infuse all the elements in your sword. Now you can make 4 swords.
That's pretty neat.
See what you did, Capcom.
Mhm.
You just made me unlock your previous game.
That should be the reward for finishing.
Yeah, they should just package it
sword?
in. Yeah.
Well, that's what
I
that
guess
game
Link to
was,
the
right?
Past does that, right? On GBA.
Yeah, see, that's what it was. It was just a pack in with Link to the Past because they were like, "This isn't a full game."
I don't care. Do it again. Do 8 swords.
Yeah, 8 swords. Zelda 8 swords. Zelda
Like
16
Capcom does when
swords.
Nintendo don't.
Actually, that like one on 3DS, they went backwards. They just made it 3 swords. They
Yeah.
were like, "Fuck, we forgot a sword."
Did anybody else play that? I played that.
I have it. I've never put time into it. Is it good? Is it?
It's good, but like people are so dumb, and you can't really communication's like almost non-existent. So it's like
Is it playable by your like? Can you play it by yourself? Is it
I don't
doable?
remember. I'm sure you can, but like,
Yeah,
what's the point?
You can.
Like, why would
Yeah,
you
there's no point.
do that?
Because
It's
you're
my
lonely.
biggest regret is not playing Triforce Heroes when it was relevant.
Well, Teddy, I'll play it with you.
I mean, I have it too, so we could play
Oh my god!
Triforce with 3.
The next time we're
On
all together,
Nintendo.
we should play Triforce Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be the
That's the
coolest
deal.
guys on the planet for an hour.
Yeah, we'll high
We
five. Like,
played-
yeah.
Triforce Heroes in 2024. Here's how it went down.
Alex, quit sucking. Alex, cut it out.
Use the
I have this-
Guster
I have-
Buster.
I have the Gust. Yeah, I have the Guster Buster. How can I not suck?
It's my job.
Link gets all the elemental magic in his sword. The day is saved. Only it isn't because
Da-da-da-da.
Vati's up to some evil shit here, man.
one of the main
Batty.
things I always
Fanny.
what I always remember from this area is those knights are like a real bitch to kill. Like
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
those
that's one of my
knights.
biggest complaints about this. Okay, this dungeon overall isn't that terrible, but
No.
I swear to God, you fight 12 fucking dark nuts throughout this entire dungeon. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's like by the end of it, whenever like I got to that point to where you have to like move that big block, and it's like they show like 6 dark nuts all popping up in different areas. I'm like, guys, stop! Knock it off! Like it's not
Dude.
a challenge at this point. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's like I have
Dude,
to-
and those are not even just dark notes. Those are dark buff nuts. Like, and they deflect attacks. They will like corner you. You gotta do all types of dumb shenanigans to make their hitbox open.
Mm-hmm.
how do you get buff nuts? Don't answer that.
Minish Cap.
I do want to brag on myself. Do you know both the areas with the red floor panels you have to walk on?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're blue. They're blue. They turn them red like
Yeah.
the puzzles.
Yeah.
Both of those I did it on my first go.
Wow. Good job.
Yeah,
Pro gamer
I was like,
Alex.
oh, pro gamer, I did something, dude.
Blue floor panel? I don't even understand.
The rooms with the blue floor panels, and you walk on them, and they turn red, and you have to like get them all in the sequence.
Oh, the puzzles. You're a pro puzzler.
Yeah, what do you think I'm talking about, Teddy? It's a ton.
I don't know, because there's like those warp panels that are also blue and red that appear at the start of the stage. I thought you were saying like you did it without it or something.
I'll forgive you this once.
Just this
Thank you.
once.
It's this one.
Just once.
This.
Only on the Minish Cap map out. It's a cap out.
Ooh.
They do have
Are
some
you gonna call
pretty brutal timed puzzles in this too, which are
Yeah.
I appreciate
Oh.
it because it's like what they were with the other ones, but they're timed, so you can't just sit around on your.
The only thing
ass.
I'm calling a timed puzzle is that fucking triple dark nut challenge prior to Baddie.
Mm,
Triple dark nut. How many nuts can you get?
so dark.
Don't answer
How many nuts can you fit in your mouth, Link?
that. Don't answer that.
And which one's your
Um,
favorite? That's a BioPhoenix question.
I am going to say that this area also with there's some areas where you go under the castle like previously for like a second.
Yeah.
These feel the most like a Link to the Past to me.
Yeah, I felt that too.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. I'm playing Link to the Past, kind of. Meh. Kind of cool.
Yeah, because you like have to go and then like there is some throwbacks there. Like go into the Petrified King and you go through like those like prison cells. That's a reminder.
Yeah, you get to push his throne. That's a reminder. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Dark
almost like
nuts.
dark nut.
That's a yep.
Don't forget the red dark nut.
Yeah.
Don't forget him. Yeah, I mean,
Something like
overall,
the black nut. Sorry.
I can say I enjoyed this more than the cloud area, at least.
Mm.
But it just went on for too long. I think that's my biggest problem.
Oh, I
with
looked at the map and I was like going up and I was like, my eyes were bulging. I was like, how big is this freaking thing? It's really not that
Yeah,
big.
there were multiple points where I was like, okay, after this, we're done, right? And I was like, nope, keep going. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, when I got to Vadi at this point, I had to like leave and then like stock up on potions and shit. 'Cause I was
Dude,
like,
I
oh
went
my
and bought
God.
milk. I went to
Oh,
fucking bought
yeah.
some milk, dude. I was like, give me that damn milk for 100 rupees. I'm gonna drink that shit.
Okay, so when you die and you game over, you respawn. You can go down a room and there's fairies. So I use fairies, but they only respawn 3 hearts. And I could not find my way out of this castle, so I didn't know how to. I was like, oh, I got to do it with the fairies. I thought I was stuck
I
in
did
it,
it.
but I did find my
I
way
did it.
out. I had to do it with milk.
I did it between because there's like part 1 to part 2. I did it between part 1 and part 2. I went back and got milk. Got milk.
It got milk.
I don't even like milk. Oh man, there's that puzzle. Okay, so there's that room where they're some sneaky bitches. Because there's like those the make multiple panels up at the top, and then there's like 2 fire bars in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
and then there's the 4 switches. I thought I had to line them up in that pattern, and then get them down there. And you can't. There's like no possible way to do it. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
And you're just supposed to go down there and spin with your sword. But like they make it look like it's a whole ordeal. So here I am trying to do the whole puzzle, and I didn't even have to. Like I looked it up on this guide. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? And the guide's like, just spin. And I was like, is that all? God damn it! Fuck you, Capcom.
You got tricked, dude.
I know.
All right, ready to talk about Vadi?
Body, yada, yada,
Hey,
yada.
buddy. Must be the buddy.
For
If
me,
you wanna
it's-
come and take a ride with Link,
That is me.
Nico and Dark in the castle. Why do I even play? Hey,
Hey.
must be the buddy.
Vadi, aka the part where the game spikes in difficulty for some reason.
Yeah. Get his sword. Get his eye vagina.
We got to start where it starts. There are 3. Let the 3 bells chime.
Oh yeah, that was cool. There was like a dramatic moment there.
Yeah.
Felt like I was.
If you fuck this up, then they just game over you, and he finishes his magic. The only time that happened to me is in the room with 3 dark nuts because they kept bouncing me.
Dude, I would just run in circles. That's those guys. I would just run, and then as soon as one of them attacked, I would swipe, and then hope I hit one of them, and then I would keep running.
This is where I lost the most hearts, was those fuckers. The only thing that really worked for me was bombs. You could stun them, but it was very hard to get them to walk into the bombs because they keep chasing you. And I could only hold 10. I never got to upgrade.
Apparently, you. Apparently, you can use Rock's cape to just jump over him. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
That would have been smart.
That rocks.
Yeah, I was just angling it the entire time, and it took forever.
Me too. I was doing some like gamer hacks. Like let him hit and then swing back and then run back and then try and hit him. Was not effective. Drink milk. That's my tip.
Drink milk.
All right, so Vadi, you fight Vadi now.
Okay.
Stab him in the eye vagina.
Eye vagina. Yep, he's
In
got
the
circling eyes
in the vagina.
in the vaginal receptacle. Okay, so the mini circling eyes are a throwback to Zelda 1.
Oh yeah, okay,
Ooh.
yeah.
Is that relevant to you in any way, Teddy?
No reason. I just thought it was interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay, just checking.
Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta hit him in the eye. It's very, very satisfying crunch when you hit his eye. It's like ooh, 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 feeling like you're really doing some damage. And then you have to hit the smaller eyes to do it again. It's like ooh, 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 pretty cool. And then he turns into an eye. What's with this guy?
Oh, don't forget you have to use the Guster Buster.
Oh yeah, you have to fucking. We hadn't used that damn thing. Actually, you know what? I lied. We used it in the cloud area for like one of the enemies, but we hadn't used that damn thing in so long. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? And I was like, oh,
What's the
Guster
deal
Buster.
with this Guster Buster?
What's the deal with the Guster Buster? And then Kramer came in. So yeah, I didn't know. I didn't realize I had to use that at first. So I was like, what? I was like trying to shoot him and shit. But yeah, you have to gust him and bust him and then hit the eyes and then First
Okay,
phase.
then
is
he
pretty-
becomes Nine Eyes.
He becomes the legendary Nine Eyes.
How
this
to fall
is
hard.
this is a good implementation of the copy ability as opposed to the.
Maybe, but it has the same problem you were talking about
Yeah,
earlier.
it does.
if not worse.
It does, but it's easier to. I think it's easier to dodge it on this because, like, like before you make your copies, you like hold that like charging animation, so you can at least time it to where as soon as he attacks with the electro balls, you can make your copies dead and then go for it. So it gives you a little more wiggle room than I think the eel did. The eel has like no space to move, so like it just feels like
And
fucked
the
on
eel
that one.
come out and play.
Keeping it eel, dude.
Yeah, this one is tricky, and this is where I lose a lot of health whenever I go back to this.
Pro gamer, not anymore.
This one's tricky. The next one
Or like
is
a Poe gamer.
the next one's a little bit maddening, but yeah, this one
No,
is.
this is it. This is you beat him here, then you get Zelda.
It's John Madden.
Yeah, the final boss is John Madden.
Well, I don't think you're
Late
gonna beat
plays
me.
football.
If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to reduce my health to 0. If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to hit my weak spot a bunch of times until I can't take it anymore and die.
I don't know
Sound like
anything
Hank.
about football. I literally can make no jokes. I was there was a tinier version of me in my brain, like looking through files, like, do we have anything on football in here? Like, can we fit? And it was like nothing.
The joke is
I know that.
John Madden notoriously said very obvious things.
Did he? Was that his thing?
Yeah,
Man, they're gonna.
like
Looks like that guy's gonna throw that football across the
think-
field.
the winner of this game is gonna be the one that makes the most touchdowns.
Are you guys ready to watch football? Because that's why we're here.
I think the team with the best offense and the best defense has the best chance of winning.
Okay, so like, did he have like a because like usually there's like two of them, right? So did he have like a guy that was like, John, who do you think's gonna win tonight? And he was like, the one. I think it's gonna be the team with
the most points.
with the best players and the most points. I think they're gonna win. I think they have the better chance.
Yeah, they'd have a guy set him up, and then he would knock it down with something really obvious.
Great, that's great, John.
Who's the guy who plays Uncle Buck?
John Candy?
John Candy.
Yeah, every time I see John Madden, I think of John Candy.
I mean,
Big fat guy named John.
it could be this. It could be the same guy. We don't know.
I like John Candy. That's Uncle Buck too.
Yeah,
Everybody
John
needs an
Candy's
Uncle Buck.
awesome. Planes, trains, automobiles.
Well, John Madden was great too. Like they're both great people.
Well, he wasn't in planes, trains, and automobiles.
That's true. He wasn't in that movie.
So I feel like he would have
Yeah.
done great with Steve. So maybe.
Dude, he would have been fantastic.
Yeah, maybe they need a role spot.
John Madden would be great in any movie. Just like telling the main character what to do.
Yeah.
Luke, the only way you're going to win is if you beat Darth Vader, but you're going to have to beat the Emperor as well. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you'll have to find a way. Thanks, John.
Ron McClane, I'm going to need you to crawl through the air ducts in this building. Hans Gruber's waiting for you. Once you beat him, I think it's that'll take care of the situation.
Frodo, if you want to restore the Shire, you're gonna have to put the ring in the volcano.
Yeah.
I know it might be challenging, but you've got it in you.
He's just narrating the movie.
Yeah.
Harry, gotta get out of the closet.
And,
Right.
and if you notice that E.T. actually wants to go home. Well, he wants to call home. So I think he wants to go home. So I think
tells me
at the end of the movie he might go home. I think that's what we're going to see here today.
Yeah. There you go. You got it. That's John Madden. So yeah, you beat the game when you beat this guy.
No, you don't.
Just kidding. It's a fake out. You got one more.
Yeah.
Oh,
boss
John
fight.
Madden. Oh.
Yeah.
This form is called Vadi's Wrath.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I call it arms.
For Switch.
Yeah. That's where they got the
Yeah.
inspiration.
Okay, this was
You're telling me I was supposed to know how to do this without a guide? Or figure it out?
Yeah. You only have so many weapons.
I forgot what you. Oh, use the fucking cane.
Yeah.
Use the cane of Packy. It's back, boys. The cane is back.
It's gotta be Kane. Yeah.
Um,
And you get to be a mini again.
Yeah, they remembered. They were like, "Oh shit, we haven't done anything with that. We should probably use that." So you get to do that. I just opened Spotify by accident, and
Excellent.
but big old booty. There's a problem with this fight that I encountered multiple times. It's whenever you have to become 4 and then bounce the balls back.
That is
for some reason
so frustrating.
Oh my god! For some reason, always 3 of them would make it, and one of them would go down. And I'm like, "What are you doing wrong?" And it happens so many times, and it takes so many hits to take him down, and it was so frustrating. Dude.
I agree. That part I died at, and I was just so angry. I was like, I know what to do.
No.
It's like not like I don't know what to do. It's just annoying. And
Well, like I'm using the damn save states on my Wii U. I'm like, how did Spencer not crack his Game Boy Advance in half trying to do this?
Oh my god, I was playing on a freaking DS. And so
I'm
I was
gonna
getting
crack
so
your
frustrated.
DS in half.
Yeah, dude, the hinges, they almost came off. I was getting so annoyed, man. I was getting annoyed with everything. I was getting annoyed with like the experimentation because you just went through 5 fucking phases, and for me to like fail and have only fairies, it's like I don't know. I was not in the mood to like experiment with my weaponry. I just wanted something simple and straightforward. But
Dude,
nope,
I was
Cane Apache, least straightforward item I've ever seen. You know, like oh, you got to flip his arm over that is like sprouting out of the ground. No.
This whole 3 boss sequence with Fati was not enjoyable, and by the end of it, I was just happy it was over.
oh, I love this boss fight. That weird like fourth at the very end, that 4-sword thing aside, it's a good concept. It's just I don't know what the coding was where they made that so difficult. But
well, and, like
it's
weird because like I didn't have that issue because in the previous, not the castle, but in the sky dungeon, right? You have to use it to like hit the things back sometimes. So like I didn't have issues there doing it. So I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what it is with this one. It just maybe they just were off a little bit because it feels bad in a game where you know what to do, but the minutia of it is difficult, and then you just that's always just the worst feeling because then it's like I know what to do.
Wait.
What's that?
Sorry, I got distracted. I'm looking at because the guide immediately goes to the post game. You're telling me you can go inside of a damn Goron's mouth in this game, and they didn't use that for something?
Well, they use it. It's in here.
No, yeah, but like, dude, there's a version of this game where a dungeon takes place in that guy's stomach.
Well, it's the game.
No,
Goron's inside story.
I didn't see it. Anyway, Vati's defeated.
You've saved Hyrule. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guess what? Eslo isn't a hat. He's a guy. He's an old guy.
Old man.
You've been having an old man sitting on your head the whole game.
Yeah.
How you feel now? Little fuck. That's what it said. No, but no, they showed up earlier.
Manipulated.
They showed up in a flashback previously. Explain what the hell's going on. Vati stole a magic hat and is a bad guy or something. Whatever. So yeah, so now everything's good, and they're like, he's like, Princess Zelda, you get a wish with the magic hat. For one, I was like, that bitch, what did she do? She was just sitting around the whole game. And for two, her wish is like, well, we didn't see her wish, but like she fixes the castle and stuff, and it's all great. And I was like, that's your damn wish? What a waste of a wish, man.
What would you wish for?
I don't know. Like a Bill River of chocolate or something. What the fuck, man? You gonna fix her? People can fix the castle. They built it. Give me something awesome.
Well, but she you know, you got rid of all the monsters and everything. You gotta do that.
I guess.
Because they'll just destroy the castle again.
I guess. No, that's lame. But Vati's a dude. Been sitting in your head the whole game. And he's like, Link, you look fucking stupid with that hat. And he was like, here you go. And he gives you a hat. And I guess that's where Link gets his hat, but it's also not.
Ta-da.
Because if you look at the because if you look at the official Zelda timeline, Skyward Sword, he has a hat, but like, you know,
maybe that hat
counts.
sucks.
So it's almost like they didn't think about how the timeline actually works when they made it.
Almost, but they definitely did.
Almost.
They definitely did.
This is where he gets his hat. Only he had a hat before, but this is where he gets
This
the
is
hat for
we
real.
have to. This is where the theory crafters come in and try to figure it out.
I mean, not like at one point on the internet at this time, 2005, before the because the Historia was like what 2012 or something, 11, 12, somewhere around there. Yeah, everybody was making a damn timeline, and this game was like near the very beginning, and it was like, well, he got his hat, so this has to be the beginning, So, yeah. Anyway, you got a hat. You get a hat for finishing the game. Congratulations. Hope it's worth it.
Yeah. It's in my closet. I have the hat.
Yeah.
I feel rewarded. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, that's the Minish Cap. In the end
Here
of
is the
mini month.
The comments, Haley Karen Hall said, I love this game. Thanks for the great walkthrough.
Oh, there's comments in this.
You're welcome.
Yorichi says, best handheld adventure, hands down.
Thanks, Yorichi.
And held down.
I'm skipping this guy. He's talking about the Wii U. This guy's Mystical64 says, getting all... Well, he just had like a whole fucking chat. He wrote like a Terry essay on it. Mystical64 says, getting all 130 figurines is not worth it.
I can attest to that. I did that because I 100% of this game back in high school, and yeah, you can do it. There's literally no benefit to it. It's just that you 100% of it.
You just sit there and put seashells in a slot machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naka, maybe it's Yuji, says Zelda 2 was better than this. Minish Cap takes far too much time to do normal things like wait for the hat to shrink you. I guess you can skip it, or for the sword to charge up again and again. It's my least favorite Zelda out of the 8 or so I've played.
Ooh,
Got a hater.
got a hater right there. He's drinking the haterade.
Jantran.
It's more Hooterade.
Jantran, and he has a picture of Jontron. Says, a little disappointed that Green Kid Stone Fusions were never covered like the guide said they were going to be early on. Every chapter I was expecting to be able to spin those, but otherwise, fantastic guide. Sounds like this guy fucked up.
I mean, come on. What do you need to know? People take kid stones. You just pick them up in the overworld.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
you-
complex?
Are you guys getting anything out of these comments? Should I keep going?
No, it's just internet comments are just brain.
We've
numbing.
never done this. I've never read the comments on a walkthrough.
Nemesis. Oh my god, this is too funny. Nemesis Uchiha, awesome game. Grad, I found this guide.
Grad. He graduated.
Nobody.
Hey,
Oh my
good
God.
job,
He's
Nemesis.
Asian, because they they don't say the L. Grad, I found this guy to help me beat the game.
I like this guy's name behind under Jantran. His name is just Coleman Likes.
It's things that he likes. He only comments on things he likes.
It's awesome. Coleman Likes.
Well, here's one of them.
This guy tells us beaten 24/1/2021 at 1:04 a.m. On to the next one. Now we know the exact time and date that he did it for Aretha Kane.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Minish Man says, after 1,000 tries, I quit on 4 cannon, 2 on right, 2 on left. What? Made lots of left-right turns and okay, I think he means never, but he says NWNVR, never hit 4 at same time. Playing on Wisp 1520. That gave me a stroke reading that.
My brain collapsed.
He's the Minish Man.
He's the Minish Man.
But he quit. He's no Minish
Coming to
man.
town, it's a Minish Man. He's a very small man. Watch out. Lock your doors. But he'll get in. He's a Minish Man.
Minish bitch.
He's a Minish Man. You're a Minish Man, Spencer. We
Yeah.
played it. We all did it.
Yeah.
It was for your month.
Yep.
Reflect, Spencer. How do you still feel? You've often said this is your favorite Zelda, right, or
Mhm.
something along the. Do you still feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Do you feel it? Yeah, no, it's my favorite. It's to me, it's the cutest, and I like that the whimsy of it. It's not certainly not the best Zelda. I still think the best is probably Ocarina of Time. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be the best one. But my favorite personally is Minish Cap. I think it's adorable.
Okay.
I love the exploration in it. Yeah, just like it feels so much like a fairy tale more than the others. I enjoy it.
I will say it's my favorite one for GBA.
Okay.
No. I liked it. I did have some qualms. I tend to be a little picky with some Zelda games, but overall, I did enjoy my time with it, and I would put it in the just like Coleman likes. I would say Alex likes. I'm sorry, Channel.
I know I
likes.
bitched a lot this episode. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not that much, but I feel like everything was reasonable that I was saying. But all in all, like I'm still happy I played it. You know, it's another one that like I hadn't considered, and for no reason. I'm not like doing Zelda content or anything on my channel, so it's just. But I happen to like the series a lot, so it's been a good like addition to my vocabulary. Um, and there are things that I liked about it. Like I happen to really like the boss concepts for the standard dungeons. Like a couple of those were really cool. And it's always nice to see a couple throwbacks.
Yeah, I think this is a game that I would enjoy replaying and getting to explore more of it. I might actually do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. My Wii U's plugged up. I can fucking keep going. So whatever. I might explore more of this game. See what is under the hood. I did enjoy it for the most part, though. I did bitch a lot. I know. But it all makes it better to know that the return of one of my favorite Zelda enemies was in this game, and we didn't talk about it. Do you know what that Zelda enemy was?
No.
Rope.
Rope. Yeah.
It's just the damn snakes.
It's a snake.
I was looking at the guide, and it was like, go under the castle and defeat the ropes. And I was like, oh, fucking rope. Fucking ropes. Awful name.
Yeah, we didn't hit
Do you want to
him
say
either. Oh, go ahead.
I used my coworker's DS that he lent me, his DS Lite, and I had a full charge, and I haven't charged it since. And I beat the game in one charge of the DS
Shit.
Lite, and it went to red by the end.
Damn.
In the final section. Yep. So that DS Lite has a great ass battery life.
That's impressive.
And I was playing
maybe
GBA kart, and I thought I closed it shut, so I thought it was on power save. But since it's a GBA game, the game is still on. So I probably got a good 20 plus hours of life out of this thing for the playthrough.
Damn. That's
That
impressive.
is nuts. Yeah, especially crazy compared to like the 3DS. The 3DS does not last that long. It'll last like a day. It'll last like a day in sleep.
Well, yeah, and I'm freaking playing it on the Steam Deck, like in my living
Oh
room.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
an hour and a half, and then it's like, you better do something with this shit real quick.
yeah. Seems like it's like.
And it's like, even if you touch the screen, it's like burning my finger. It's crazy.
Dude, playing it on the Wii U is fun because I've had this on the Wii U. This is like, I have a few. I kind of wish I bought more, to be honest. I only bought like a handful of GBA games and like one DS game, which was Star Wars Command, by the way, Teddy. And but like the GBA games, I bought like this Zelda, not Zelda, Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission, which actually that's how I played Fusion for our map out, and Advance Wars, the first Advance Wars. I have those on my Wii U, and I kind of wish I bought more Game Boy Advance games because like they look really good. Wii U. So
I got
kinda
Mario and Luigi on that one. Superstar Saga.
that's a good choice. I think I got I don't have Superstar. I have Paper Mario on RPG. I should have got Superstar on there. Damn it, that would have been a good pick.
The remake's
But-
better anyway.
Whatever. So this is technically the second GBA game I've beaten on the Wii U because I beat Fusion on there, and and when we did that, also I was on a time crunch, oddly enough. And when we did that map out, I had to replay it in a day. It was like 5 hours. I sat down and just fucking blasted through that one. So, will I finish my GBA Wii U library of 4 games?
Do it.
Complete the game.
Do Army Month.
I think I almost finished Zero Mission one day. I just stopped playing. But I mean, I've played that game before. But yeah, Advance Wars, Army Month.
And then what was
I'll
the other
leave
one
it-
you have? Oh, just
Zero Mission.
another. Oh, we did
That's
that,
right.
didn't we?
No, we
No,
never.
we never did the first one.
We never did Zero Mission. We've done Super and Fusion.
Why did I play that game? I played that game. I don't know why I did.
I think we just did Fusion, and I think you just played it.
Oh, okay.
I think because like I remember you talking about it. I think you just decided to play it.
How bizarre. That doesn't seem like me, but I guess I did.
I mean, it's a cool game. So
It was
sure.
good. It was good.
We did a Metroid Dread course. We did
sucked.
Super. We did Fusion. We never did 2, and we never did 1.
I wouldn't pick any of those. And we're doing Metro. We're doing Prime. We're going all in.
Prime time.
Did the remakes come out on Switch? They did, right?
The first one.
One.
Only the first one. It's a remaster.
Remaster? Okay.
Yeah, it actually looks really good. So, like visually, so kind of cool.
Well, maybe. We play that.
Maybe. Well, mini month is over. Wave it away. Bye, mini month.
Next
Stay
up is-
tuned.
is fighting game month.
Fighting, yeah.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, before we go, this is the part of the episode I'm going to take my shirt off. We've made it.
Do
Final
it.
dungeon.
Do it.
Let's go.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.